to Face, the program
that frontally discusses
political and social issues in Nigeria. The weekly program brought to you on Wednesday by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, anchored by Prince Ewemade Concourse, powered by GCSDN.
Join us.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Face to Face program. Merry Christmas, everyone, and a prosperous New Year ahead. We hope that 2024 will be a much more better year for every Nigerian, both home and abroad. My topic for today is: for how much longer would Nigerians keep purchasing their own local currency? In recent time, Nigerians have to purchase their local currency from the POS, which is the vendors who sell cash in every corners and every corners and quarters in the city. This is it's unheard of, and it's not something that's supposed to be happening in these modern days. Imagine a British or a Canadian or American citizen have to go to a vendor on the street to buy dollar or to buy euro or to buy pounds. This is really, really crazy. Excuse me. I think it's about time that the Nigerian government takes every necessary step to ensure that all banks have the needed money in order for them to stock their ATM that will now allow Nigerians to be able to withdraw their cash when needed or whenever they need it. All you need to do is go to the ATM machine and withdraw your money and use it for whatever purpose. Vendors, these are the POS people, they go to the bank, they stay on the queue, and they have a counter at the street. Imagine you want to withdraw equivalent of 10,000 Nigerian money, you have to pay about 800 naira to withdraw that from the vendor. Imagine you withdrawing 100,000 or 200,000 or 300,000, whatever the case may be. You have to pay from your money to buy your local currency. This is really crazy. This is not it's not something that Nigerians must condole or continue to be patient with. They need to cry out. I think the appropriate authority is the Central Bank of Nigeria, because it's easy if they actually want to get rid of these POS people, these local vendors in around our cities. All they need to do is to ensure that the central bank need to ensure that every bank enough cash. So enough cash. As I was speaking to someone about a few days ago, he said that if you go to the ATM machine in Nigeria, there's no way you're going to withdraw. There's no cash in the machine. There's no cash. So, or alternatively, you have to be on the queue. Some people stay on the queue for like as little as maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, just to go to withdraw money from the bank, because there's no money in the ATM machine. It's not supposed to be so. The government are telling Nigerian citizens that there's no cash available for them to withdraw from the bank. Are we short of cash? Anyway, before I continue further with this program, there is an article that I would like to show to my viewers all over the world by an NGO calling on the federal government. An NGO calling on the federal government to ensure there are enough cash. Today's Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria hit by cash scarcity. Tinubu intervention needed. Foundation. Abuja. with less than 48 hours to the Christmas, a non-profit organization, One Love Foundation, OLF, started to urge President Tinubu to urgently intervene and address cash scarcity that has affected business transactions by Nigerians, and trigger inflation as well. Speaking on the issue, the founder and president of OLF, Chief Patrick Oeolo, told Sunday Vanguard that the scarcity of cash has taken toll on Nigerians, as many are being ripped off with high charges by operator of POS, the point of sales operator, which are the vendor that I mentioned earlier. He also said people are paying 800 naira as charges for cash withdrawal of 10,000 via POS. And many Nigerians cannot afford these charges. He said the federal government, led by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should take decisive action on the scarcity of cash Nigerians are experiencing. How can Nigeria literally will use money to buy their money? This is really a big frustration. Why some do not have access to their money due to high charges by operator of the point of sales in the area. The POS operator are also saying they get to withdraw less cash from the bank, hence they have to break even to be in the business, therefore pass the charges to Nigerians. Tinubu should look into all this and prioritize the interests of the people. The call for immediate intervention reflects a collective desire for a financial landscape where citizens do not have to pay a premium to access their own money, fostering a more equitable and sustainable economic future. We cannot continue to pay to buy our own money. This situation is a huge burden on Nigerians, with additional costs merely to access their own hard-earned currency, hindering financial transactions and daily economic activity. He also counseled that the president needs to consider comprehensive reform addressing system issue contributing to cash scarcity. Let me stop there. Yes, to me, it's crazy. Because I live in the UK, for example. I don't think any Briton will go to the POS to buy cash, because every ATM machine in the country have enough cash for people to withdraw. If there's no cash, they will replace it within some few hours. So why is the case of Nigerians different? Again, it boils down to people are not speaking up when they need to speak up. I mean, this has been going on for quite some time now, and nobody is doing anything about it. And the POS guy making their own money to the detriment of the people. This is not supposed to be so. We will rise up and do the needful. Issue that affect the people need to stand up and fight and demand for a better life. Because if you have money in your bank, you cannot withdraw your money. How are you going to provide ends meal for your children, for your family? If you only have, for example, you have 10,000 naira in your account and you need it, you've already made a budget of that 10,000 naira. Then you have to imagine going to a POS guy, the guys that sit on the side of the road with selling your local currency back to you. It's making money to your own detriment, making money on top of you. And most of these vendors, because they have someone in the bank that they make return back to, so they easily give them those cash from the bank, thereby depriving the citizens of their own hard-earned money. So they prefer them to go and buy from the vendors, because they are the one giving the money to those vendors. So that is why Nigerians must begin to stand up, rise up, speak. Nobody's going to speak on your behalf. We live in our comfort zone, but still we find it very disheartening. That's why you see most of all these issues affecting our people. We always try to bring them up one way or the other, try to add our voice, so that those in the power, the aims of affair of the country, they'll be able to hear us, because they know when we shout, when we cry, they always hear us. How to tag them in their various platforms and all that. So Nigerians, you need to stand up. about to enter. We are going into 2024. I don't think what happened to Nigerians in 2023. Nigerians want to still experience those kind of setback, those hardship that they went through in the last 12, almost ending, running up 12 months now by 31st of this December. So it's because it's unheard of. You don't imagine Ghana people going to POS to buy money. They don't do that in Ghana, even in the West Africa countries. They don't. It's only Nigeria case. It's always differ. It's always differ when it comes to everything. Imagine me coming to withdraw my own money. Yeah, if I go to the bank ATM and withdraw my money and I'm being charged for a service fee of 15 naira to withdraw my money, that is fine. That's a service fee to the bank. Not a third party going to the bank, get a cash through their source in the bank, who give them the cash to go and sell and make return back. So when they do that, they deprive the ordinary citizens who are supposed to go to the bank to withdraw their money from the ATM machine. So all these issues needs to be addressed for all. Nigeria must, do what they need to do in order for them to break away from this chain of poverty, this chain of austerity, this chain of frustration. In 2024, I pray and I truly pray that God will inspire every Nigerian, both home and abroad, to continue to demand for a better life for the Nigerians and the citizens who are yet unborn, because this is not the country that the founding father left Nigerians with. The Nigeria of today is completely different from the Nigeria the founding father left us with. So we who are still alive today must continue through every means necessary. That we deserve a better life. Our people deserve a better life. Families deserve a better life. Not going to the side, the street side to buy money, to buy your own local currency as if you are buying dollar. The art of Nigerian citizens purchasing their own currency as if we're buying foreign currency is highly unusual. So urgent action needs to be taken to ensure Nigerians bank consistently have enough cash to stock their every ATM, enabling prompt and necessary money withdrawal for Nigerians. That's the truth. So, my fellow countrymen and women, this is the topic that we are discussing for today. And how do we move? Where do we go from here? How do we solve this crisis? Because if the central bank has enough money distributed to the banks, the local bank should be able to stack up their ATM machine, thereby enabling people to go to the ATM and queue. If you have to queue for 20 minutes, 30 minutes to withdraw, that's fine. Not buying your local currency as if you are buying foreign currency. So this must stop. So in order for us to be able to stop this, everyone have to cry out. Everyone you have to do whatever you can, add your voice to the voice of those who are already agitating for a better life for Nigerians. So you must rise up this new year. And if you have to go to the bank and lead a protest to the Central Bank of Nigeria, do so. Whatever that is going to make it possible for all this shenanigans be put to an end. Let's do it, my people. Let's do it. There's no price that is too high to pay for peace. Let's do it. Because if we don't do it, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. Before you know it, the bank will no longer attend to customers. They will tell you go to POS. Because why? They're giving the money that they're supposed to give to you in the bank to the POS man. Because the POS man becomes their errand boy, thereby making fortune to the detriment of the average citizens of Nigeria. This is barbaric, evil art by these people, especially the bankers. I know there are still some good bankers out there, but the majority of them, especially the branch managers and all that, those are the one that is conniving with these POS people in order for them to make cash to the detriment of our people. For how long can we continue like this? How long? For how long, my people? So this is the topic that I brought to your way today. That I want to hear your comments or your thoughts, your contribution. You can send it through the our Facebook, Facebook or YouTube channel, the chat section. You've always been part of this wonderful program that comes your way every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Sorry, 6 p.m. 5 p.m. Nigerian time and 6 p.m. UK time. Because of the time difference, now we have 1 hour behind Nigeria. So, my fellow citizens, let's tag every government agency who are responsible for distribution of cash. Example, e.g., the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Office of the Presidency. Those are the people responsible, and also the Department of State also, so that they can also look into this matter. It's also a matter of national security, because if banks are giving money to distribute to Nigerians and they audit and sell it to their errand boys to sell it to Nigerians, that's evil. That's pure evil. People that does things, such things, they are more than a witchcraft. So my fellow Nigerians, let's rise up and do what we have to do to liberate ourselves. I want to thank you for being a part of this program, and I look forward to seeing you again on my next episode, same time, same place. Until then, I shall remain blessed.